Now, one that people in Cheltenham have got their eyes on at the moment is the old Axiom building. Now, that was a really popular arts and music centre, but it closed down 13 years ago. Since then, people have looked upon this building and thought, wouldn't it be wonderful to see that resurrected? Well, could it be a chance to see it back as a community arts music venue if the funds can be raised? So there are people that are interested. Let's find out more. And in fact, our reporter David Smith is outside the Axiom in Cheltenham as I speak. Morning, David.
Yes, morning, Chris. I am indeed. I'm standing right outside the Axiom building on Winchcombe Street, looking up at it. Actually, it's looking a bit sorry for itself, to be honest. A bit bedraggled, a little bit mucky, and a bit dreary, and need of a bit of DLC and a bit of love and attention, and a bit more paintwork on it as well. There's a big for sale board outside. So, what does this mean for Cheltenham and the local community? Does this present a bit of an opportunity? Andrew Lansley is one of those with a great interest in the Axiom building. Joins me this morning. Morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
Tell me a little bit about this. For those who don't know this building or are not from Cheltenham, why is this so important?
Well, the Axiom was a community centre for the arts that operated in this town until earlier this millennium. And I think what we're seeing here today really is an expression of the wider community to see a re-establishment of an arts centre.
Right, so you've got any number of people here who are able to come for a look this morning?
Yeah, absolutely. There's 3 of us who are able to enter the property, but everyone else has come down to show their support, show the agent and show the council about their desire to reopen a community arts hub.
Who's going to take this on? I mean, could this be something, a cooperative, a community-based project here, or are you looking for a real investor?
I think there's a number of options, and I don't think we should be closed-minded to anything. The issue of trying to fundraise, establish, refurbish a venue such as this is an extremely complex one, and I really don't want to misrepresent what would be involved in that. I think there's a great desire in this town, and it's up to them to demonstrate a political will in order to reopen a venue like this if they want to.
It could still, of course, go to an accountant, a solicitor, whatever. I mean, it could be used in that particular way.
Of course it can, but at least if we're going to try a coordinated effort to attempt to recapitalise this property, then at least we've tried.
You say an arts centre. I mean, there's obviously you would say that there's an appetite for that here. What kind of things would you foresee happening here in this building?
I think that's very much up to the people of Cheltenham. I think we've got an extremely rich cultural heritage established in the town already. We've got some wonderful facilities, but they need coordination. We could act as a bottleneck in order to promote and coordinate and share and support each other in this town. I don't think that exists, and I think that's what today's about.
How many people do you think drive past here, walk past here, and don't give it a second look? You know, it's one of those things, one of those parts of Cheltenham's history that people have almost forgotten about.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it. Would you take a second look? I mean, it's run down. It's not been cared for in 14 years. It's a dilapidated property in an area of town that really needs redevelopment. I don't think there's anything negative about this movement. It's a positive expression of this town and its desire to define its own cultural landscape.
What do you expect to find when you go inside?
A lot of pigeons.
A lot of pigeons, really? Is that what we're thinking? Is it?
Yeah, we've been watching them from the window over here.
Are they?
Yeah. I think holes and pigeons is what we're looking at today.
So this time next year, let's say, we're putting a timescale on it, and there's no set timescale because we don't know who's going to buy it, but this time next year, say, you'd hope this is a very different place.
I think either way it needs redevelopment. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. But what a lot of people are very conscious of is it being redeveloped in the right way so that it serves the community of this town.
Good to see you, Andrew. Thank you very much. Well, there we are, Chris. I'm hoping to get a sneaky look inside, be one of the privileged few to get inside and have a little look and dodge the pigeons while I'm there.
Or seagulls, by the sounds of it. Sounds like you've got a few seagulls out in Cheltenham this morning.
I think they've migrated from Gloucester.
David Smith in Cheltenham at the Axiom building this morning. A group of people interested in buying that at the moment, and they're having a bit of a tour. We will get a photograph of the Axiom building on our Facebook page so that you can see what it looks like. So that's facebook.com/BBC Gloucestershire.